Heading home, hundreds of Syrian refugees prepare to cross back into their homeland from Turkey and Lebanon after the end to a decade-long civil war.
خلص الحرب ونرجع إلى البلد إلى موطننا ونقعد نرتاح بوطننا وحاجة خلص حاجتنا كفاها المولى.
Rebel forces broke into prisons where the regime led by ousted President Bashar al-Assad had detained tens of thousands of people, subjecting them to torture and mass killings. Among those released, a missing American who'd last been seen in Budapest.
Where were you all this time?
I was imprisoned in Damascus for the last 7 months.
But with Assad's fall, there's now uncertainty over the transfer of power in Syria. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is in Turkey after visiting Jordan to discuss next steps with the country's neighbors. The U.S. is seeking an inclusive transition and stability in Syria.
I've had many calls over the last days with partners in the region, and everyone's agreed on the need to have a unified approach to advance many of our shared interests.
But uncertainty continues. Israeli forces have launched 400 attacks on Syria since Assad fled to Russia, striking what it claimed to be weapons manufacturing sites to prevent them from falling into the hands of the rebels that toppled the regime, many of whom are listed as terrorists by the U.S. and other countries. As they form their new government, it's unclear how much direction they'll take from regional stakeholders as they try to distance themselves from Assad and the horrors of the past decade. Kamashri and Tiffany Wong for TaiwanPlus.